What's up, my lovely peeps? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. Let's start off with, what did you learn today? Well, for me, my lesson today was to have patience, to stop and think things through before you act. Friday was a really bad day for me, and it's one of those things where, you know, I was hit kind of with the situation right before I left to go home, and I was in a rush to go ahead and get out of there, but I was rushing trying to take care of something, and I was unhappy because I was having to redo something that, as it turns out, if I had have taken a deep breath, taken a step back, I would have been able to inform the person who was having me redo it that there was nothing wrong with it, and would have been able to present my evidence of that. So this morning, funny thing is, the reality of the fact that there was nothing wrong to begin with hit me at 2 o'clock this morning when I was in a deep sleep. I sat straight up in the bed, was like, oh my God, I just realized X, Y, and Z. And I could not wait to get to work this morning so that I can confirm my suspicion that there was nothing wrong with the work that I did. So when I got here, needless to say, I went right to my problem, confirmed what I thought, and sure enough, everything was perfectly okay. But I wind up having to redo something that I didn't have to redo simply because the person who was looking at it misinterpreted what they were looking at. And it had me hot because it made it seem like I made a mistake, and I didn't make a mistake. And the way that the mistake was presented to me was very rude, and it kind of pissed me off. So anyway, that's my lesson: to take my time, get out of my feelings, look at all the different components of of the situation, rationalize, what's going on, see if there was something that needed to be done on my part, and then figure out a solution. So because of all that, I sent this email, and it was probably about 5 paragraphs long, to both that person and to my manager. Neither one of them said anything to me today. I'm okay with that because we didn't have to talk about it, because truth be told, it was what it was. There was really nothing that could be said for the situation that happened. So it was what it was, But on a much brighter note, I had a good day today. I did. As a matter of fact, I had an exceptional day. I was actually allowed to help teach a class, and that made me feel very valuable. So that worked out very well for me, and I got my feel good on, and I'm straight. So today is a happy day. So I think that I'm gonna go home and work on a few projects of my own, and figure out exactly what dinner is going to be, and get her done. We're gonna get her done. So I'm excited. Anyway, I've been kind of thinking about story time. I actually did a story time video. But I have to tell y'all, initially when I started talking, as I was recording and everything, the story time was going real well, and then all of a sudden it took a left turn, and I'm so glad that wasn't live because it would have been a hot mess. So I did a story time, but I didn't like the way that the video came out, so I'm not going to put it out. And that story time is going to be tabled until I can figure out a way to tell the story without getting so emotional about it. It wasn't even good emotion. It was really, really bad emotion. So I'm not going to do that story time. So I'm going to have to think of another story time, because that was not cute. So I've been watching, oh my gosh, I have been watching so many YouTube videos, and, I'm just letting them go. And then, when I feel like I've heard enough to make a comment, I pause it and then make my comment, and then I finish watching it. And a couple times I've done that, and then the second half of the video pretty much is where I wind up. It'll be something said that I'm like, ooh, I want to say something about that. So then I have to edit my comment, and I'm like, oh. But what happens is if I'm listening to the video and I'm getting all into it, sometimes I might forget that I need to pause the video before it finishes so that I can make my comment, because otherwise what happens is the video finished playing, it's done went on to another video, and then I remember it and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I got to go back, make the comment, and like the video, and then go forward and watch the next video. And I'm like, ugh. So I try to stop it. I watch the whole thing, but I try to stop it like halfway through to make, a substantive comment, a comment that has substance to it, that actually relates to something that the video is about. So I try to make a comment that's valuable to the channel. And but I try to do it at a point where I've heard quite a bit of the video, so that I can, be part of the conversation. But I've had to edit a couple comments because I'm like, ooh, I want to add this, or, something like that. So anyway, the videos have been really, really good. And I'm not watching like any one kind of video, because I thought I was kind of over the whole beauty scene, because I watched, especially in the very beginning when I first started watching YouTube, I watched a lot of like makeup videos and natural hair care videos and stuff like that, and I kind of burned myself out on them. And so I thought I was over that whole thing, but it's been y'all ladies got it going on. Y'all have been really bringing the content, and it's not just, let me show you how to do this bronzy look, or this, glam, or something like that. You're talking through the video, and you're explaining different techniques, and you're actually doing product reviews and stuff like that I can relate to. And it's not just, oh, this is on top of the line, this, that, and the other. This is how I apply it, and this is why, and if you have this issue. And I know there were a lot of videos like that before, but I don't know, for some reason the content is just a lot different now than what it was, and how it's the information is being produced, and how it's being presented. And I want to thank y'all for that, because I was done with all the makeup and hair and all that stuff. So I opened my mind and was giving a few of the creators an opportunity, because it's not their fault. I wasn't subscribed to them at the time. I kind of got burned out. So, oh my goodness, y'all ladies. And then, it's some of y'all, you just look like a baby doll. I mean, you put this stuff on and it's applied with such, man, I don't even know how to explain it. You put your makeup on, it just looks it looks flawless. It's like, oh God, I wish I could do that. I wish I could, I call myself trying to do smoky eye, but it looked more like pokey eye. It looked like somebody punched me in my eyeball, so it don't come out the way I want it to. And we're not even gonna get into the hair thing. My husband hates his hairstyle, but it's a protective style, and it works for me, because I'm transitioning back to my natural hair, because I was having such a hard time. I just kind of did what I felt like I needed to do, because I was struggling with styling my hair, keeping my hair conditioned, because it wasn't holding moisture. It was just doing all sorts of stuff, just whatever it wanted to do, and it didn't care what I wanted. So anyway, the videos have just really been on point. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the creators, you know, kind of stepping outside the box and just being, you know, trying to make things just a little different, you know, especially for us who've been watching videos for a while, because, you know, who wants to watch the same kind of video over and over and over again? Shout out to Waldia. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, and I do apologize if I'm not, because I'm infamous for butchering people's names, and I just have to own that. But I do my best to try to pronounce people's names the way that they're intended, because I think it's disrespectful if you just calling somebody whatever. So I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. But sister, let me tell you something. You one of the realest makeup creators, content creators that I've come across in a really long time, and I appreciate your candid reviews about different makeup and hair care products and stuff like that. You just come across as a very genuine person, and I appreciate that, because sometimes these creators, they get blinded by the money or blinded by whatever it is that they need to do to make their channel successful, and they look like you can't trust them. But you, my sister, I appreciate it. And I'm the one who left the comment about being an old head. And, you know, if you remember the comment, if you remember that term, you'll remember the comment. So, anyway, I don't even know if you watch my videos, but, you know, on the off chance that you do, or somebody you know that does, I appreciate you, my sister. I appreciate you quite a bit. So that's really about it for me. I'm working on trying to figure out the story time. I did not vlog on Saturday. Actually, you know what? Well, I did like a little footage. No, I did not vlog on Saturday at all. My best friend came over Sunday, and he had his grandson with him, and we sat and we talked for a good little piece. And then he and I left and went to Sprouts, because everybody's been talking about these cotton candy grapes. I'm here to tell you, after I ate some to kind of do the taste test or whatever, and I was like, well, maybe it's because they warm, you know, I don't know. But then I took them for lunch today, and they didn't taste good to me. I mean, they do taste a little bit like cotton candy, but it's something on the back end of the grape. It is just not, it's not appealing to me at all. It's like I can really do without it. Fortunately, the grapes cost about the same as where I got them from. They cost about the same as the grapes, like the regular green grapes or whatever. They were only $3.99 a pound. I did get, you know, I guess it was almost 2 pounds or whatever, because it was like $7 and something. So, but I was good. My husband, you know, he should have took the rest. And my husband should have took the rest, because I told him, I was like, you need to take the rest of these to work. Wash these off real good, and if you don't eat them, sit them out for your coworkers to have them, because I'm good. I didn't want any more. But I did anyway. But yeah, no, I'm like done with the whole the cotton candy grape thing, child. I'm good. I will never purchase those again. So anyway, oh yes, and I also did a review on these protein bars that I like, and it's the Luna Lemon, I believe it's lemon zest. Those are really, really good. I kind of got burned out on those too, because I was eating them so much, but they are a really good product. So if you're looking for a protein bar and you like lemon, that is a good one to try. So you have to let me know. If you try it, you have to let me know what you think. And I believe, oh yeah, I did. I also did a product review on my absolute favorite creamer, and my next go-to creamer when I can't access my favorite creamer. So anyway, I done pulled up here at the house. I will check with y'all later. I got my little makeup and everything on today, and so maybe that means that I'll probably try to bank some videos for y'all. So we'll see. Anyway, peace.